Pickles, a symbol of wealth. The pickle cruet or pickle castor. The pickle castor was first introduced in Victorian England as another form of fancy servingware that was designed to hold pickled produce. Being able to own a pickle castor is often a sign of great wealth or status, as it usually correlated to being able to afford household servants. In this time, pickling veggies was not just an activity that one would do themselves as a pastime or chore, but something you would ask your kitchen staff to do for you. The pickle castor therefore became a tool for people to declare, without saying a word, that we pay people to pickle things for us before we put them in fancy dishes to serve to you. The pickle castor's design started off relatively simply, but later grew in complexity as pickle castors became more popular. In between the 1860s and 1890s, the pickle castors had a boom and the design of them became much more complex and ornate. The glass part of the jar would be decorated in various fashions and would be different colors, while the metal holder and matching tongs also grew to have much more details and designs within them. The designs in the pickle castor could be anything from gargoyles to flowers or anything else one could find on an ornate metal gate. Like many different popular stash trends that came before the pickle castor, this symbol of wealth eventually fell out of style and could even be considered tacky if you're still using one. The end of the pickle castor's popularity came about around the same time the Victorian era came to an end in 1901, leaving many of these nearly non-functional pieces of elegant lavish to simply collect dust at the back of a china cabinet or be thrown away as the next trend came to height. This, however, was not the end of the story for the pickle castor. Popularity struck them once more in the 1980s when the collector's antique market found an interest in these now rare pieces of history. When the appreciation of handmade glassware of the past once again came to light, as did the pickle castor, and this piece of history became well sought over once again. The demand of these artifacts was so high that some well-preserved original pieces were selling in the four-figure range. With glass being the key point of the piece, it is common now to find pickle castors that have been recreated using original metal with new glass. These pieces are not nearly as valuable as the completed original set. Since the 80s, the market for these glass pickle castors has fallen greatly, but some pieces can still be sold for over $100. It is noticeable that there is a difference between the original glass and reproduction glass, and it's very hard to tell a difference unless done by a professional.
You'd be crazy to not subscribe to Esther Hayes Community Museum's YouTube page.